Good morning, guys. It's 7:25. We're here at Raspberry Rock, me and the dogs, and had a good night's sleep. Slept in the bed upstairs. Didn't bother stoking the fire at all. It's still about 7 degrees in here Celsius. Well, let's take a look. Here we go. So 6.5 degrees Celsius, 43.7 Fahrenheit. So not that warm. And here's what we're looking at outside. At least it's not raining today. It's cool outside. It's still hovering around 0 degrees Celsius, 32 Fahrenheit. But as I said, it's not raining, so that's good. And hopefully today I can go get that cedar. Unfortunately, I gotta leave the dogs here in the cabin, because I gotta go out, take my car, fill up the trailer, and come back and start hauling cedar load by load. And it's just not, I just can't take the dogs everywhere with me. But I'll come back periodically to let them out. Well, I am running out of water. I'm not running out of water, I'm running low on water. I'm down to right there on this jug. My pot doesn't have very much water in it either. I've got a little bit in my emergency container. What happened was, I have 3 of these. I brought 3 of these with me in the car, but on Thursday when I was packing up, I was getting pretty loaded down. I thought, well, I'm going to be back out the next day anyway to get that cedar, so I'll just take 1 jug and grab the 2 jugs on the Friday, yesterday. But that didn't happen, of course, because the guy with the cedar wasn't available. So I'm running low on water. But I should be heading out today. The dogs drink a lot of water. But whatever. This should be fine. I think there's also a little bit of water in my shower jug as well. I'm not worried though. Yeah, it's snowing now. Snowing pretty good actually. At least it's not raining. Saturday morning, 1 degrees, feels like -2. snow less than a centimeter. Okay. Saturday afternoon, partly sunny, no snow. Winds 10 kilometers an hour from the north. Saturday evening, high of 4, pretty much the same. Overnight, no snow, no rain, -1. And then Sunday, tomorrow, high of 11. Nice. And mostly sunny, by the looks of it. So, that'll be good. The guys from London are coming up on Sunday, so they'll have some nice weather to bring all their crap in. I need a travel mug here, that's what I need. I keep trying to keep my coffee hot on cold mornings like this, and it's just impossible. You know, I heat up the water and then I heat up the mug and it still doesn't last. I gotta drink it pretty quick, but I think a travel mug would be a really good idea. Why haven't I thought of that until now? And I don't have one. I didn't light a fire this morning, and the reason being is that I'm just trying to conserve firewood. I'm going to be out most of the morning anyway, and the dogs will be fine here. It's not that cold. They can curl up on the couch. So we'll see how long I can make that firewood last. My problem is that I really won't have a chance to grab much more firewood in the next couple of days. The linen guys are coming tomorrow. So I'm busy today with the cedar, and the linen guys are coming tomorrow, and I promised to help bring their stuff in. And then Monday we're working on the bridge. Tuesday we're going home. So we'll see. And breakfast will be my outside fridge is pizza.
Hi.
That's really good. I heard from my friend with the cedar. I've arranged to meet him at 10:30 at his place. It is 8:20 right now. It's not going to take me 2 hours to get out there, which means I can take the dogs for a bit of a hike, which is nice. They'll appreciate it, I'm sure. And then they'll be nice and tired for when I have to leave them for a couple of hours. Somebody's excited here. Two somebodies. Excited to go for a hike. They know what it means when I get my snow pants on and my boots on. And somebody's going outside. I could just get her to stop putting her wet nose all up and down my arm. Oh. Stick my thumb in her mouth. You ready? Are you ready? Oh, you rolling it. Oh, right in my mouth. Ugh. Alright, alright, alright. Scratch my chin. Oh, the ATV's all ready to go. I'm just going to take him for a short hike, maybe about half an hour. I gotta take a layer off. Not warm yet, but I know it will be. All right. Feels pretty good. Gonna head on over to Inukshuk Point over there. It's bare, so I might be able to rebuild the Inukshuk. Nice little shot of the cabin. Hey, here she comes! Here she comes! Oh! When in doubt, just jump. Widow. Willow, come on. So it fell over. Solar light's still standing though, that's good. It's just gonna fall over again. Clearly there's an art to this that I haven't figured out. It's... Yeah, I'll probably rebuild it when my wife gets here. She doesn't run into that porcupine again. Lots of quartz around. Oh shit. Willow. Yeah. Now they're both wet. Fabulous. Hope you're learning an important lesson here, dog. Oh, my frying pan came down. Had some other pans here too that I was shooting at. That one that's pretty much center, that's me with the 22. I'll hang that back up. There's another one, I don't know if you can see it there, it's a heart-shaped pan. It's still standing. This is about 100 yards from the cabin, so it's a nice range. And it's, well, it's not quite level, we're down a few meters. I really need to tie it up so that it stays like this, instead of just blowing around the breeze, although it does make a more challenging target. Last time we were here, I want to say it was episode 2.4. That's where we were walking along all the way up there, and I think I said in the video there's a 50-foot cliff right there. Yeah, well, there's where it is. That's where Willow was kind of walking along the edge. I was starting to get a little worried. Actually, it might have been down there a little bit more further, but a little treacherous over there. Keep an eye on the time here. Not a bad day out. It's around 0, might be like 1 or 2 degrees Celsius. The sun's trying to poke through. I don't know if you can see that. So, not that cold, not that windy. There's the next valley over. So this valley here is the one we were just looking at. And then the other side of this big long rock is this valley. Pretty cool. For anyone wondering where we get the rock part of Raspberry Rock, it should be pretty evident by now. We get elk scat just about everywhere up on these rocks. Like, it's all over the place. Like, it's hard not to step in it. And here's where we get the raspberry part of Raspberry Rock. These are all raspberry bushes in here. And if you're not careful, they kind of try and tug all your clothes apart while you're walking through. You can see some old, dried raspberries on there. This is also a cliff, girls. Be careful. Yeah, straight across right over there is where Willow was when I pointed out the 50-foot cliff. That might even be more than 50 feet. That's looking like 75. It's a long ways down there. Willow! Be careful. Willow! You goofball, come here. Come on. We're just gonna walk over here and then go back. Willow! She's just out of sight there over the edge. Come on, Willow! You can almost see it, but right through there is the other beaver pond. It's still a couple 100 yards from here. But we're not going that far today. And as I said before, that other beaver pond is 4 or 5 times the size of the one in front of our cabin. Alright, girls. Should we go back? You okay? No, 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 no. June bug. Love to see them barreling down a rock like that. You good girl? Is that a no or yes? What is he doing to the inukshuk? Dog. I like to collect some quartz every time I go out. This one's nice. Small, but it's nice. Hello. They worked hard on that, you know. Now, Willow's got a toy. Oh, doesn't matter. Hey! Sometimes Willow doesn't play fair. Yeah, you're alright. Alright, let's go in. Actually, I was wondering what these little spots were. Now I know. So a leaf fell there, and it warmed up in the sun, and it melted into the ice. So all these spots here, where it looks a little wet, there's a leaf in them. Isn't that funny? And what the hell are you doing out here, little guy? Oh, okay. Yep. Home sweet home. Still not done. Oh, to be a young dog. Where'd Jumba go? Oh, there she is. Alright, doggaroos. Come on in, Junebug. Come on. Whew. Bridge of Doom. Well, there's no snow and there's no ice. I've certainly gone across it when it was wet before. A little more water here than usual. All in all, looking okay. This spot needs to be brought up. It's sunk down a lot. So not bad, not bad. I can do that. When there's snow or ice on there, then it gets a little crazy because it starts sliding off, but it was okay this time. So the comedy that today's turning out to be is just insane. So I was supposed to pick up cedar offcuts from this guy. I go to his house, he's not there. His wife says, oh, he's probably at the other farm. So I drive over there, it's 10 minutes away. And he says, yeah, just follow me, I'll take you there. So he and one of his buddies jump in a truck and I follow him another 15 minutes to another property where he's got these hollow cedar logs. I said, well, I explained what I'm looking for, cedar offcuts, and he says, oh, you want cedar slabs? They're not called offcuts. Okay. So he doesn't have any cedar slabs, but he says, try the Amish sawmill. So he gives me directions. There's a guy by the name of Sam owns it. So I drive around, and eventually I had to stop and ask because it's not where he said it was. So I asked, where's the Amish sawmill around here? And the guy's like, which one? So I said, the closest one. So he gives me directions to the closest one. And I said, is that owned by a guy named Sam? He said, oh, no, that's a different one. He gives me directions to Sam's. Okay. I drive down the road. I go to where this guy's telling me to go. And there's a sawmill there. And I go in. And lots of wood around, but they're not cutting cedar right now. They don't have any cedar slabs. And I asked the guy, are you Sam? And he's like, oh no, Sam's the next one down. So, oh, okay. I get back in my car and I drive a little bit further and there's another sawmill. And I go in there, Sam's not there. His son-in-law is there. His son-in-law didn't seem too clear about what's for sale and what's not for sale, but they don't have any cedar slabs. However, Sam's son-in-law says his dad is cutting cedar right now. So he gives me directions to his father's house. So I'm on my way there right now. If this doesn't work out, I'm going to go to the first sawmill that I was given directions for. Apparently that guy's name is Abe. I better be coming home with some fucking cedar slabs when this is all over. This is ridiculous. Eesh. So the father of the son-in-law, anyway, beautiful woodworking shop, one of the best I've ever seen, just gorgeous. These Amish people, huh? No cedar, because you would be cutting cedar right now, except that all the roads around here are at half load, and you just can't drive big trucks down these roads right now. So, nothing from him. So I went to the last guy on the list, Abe, who was the first guy whose address I was given. Abe wasn't there, and I spoke to his wife, and she didn't really know much what was going on. He had a bunch of bundles of stuff, and it looked like poplar. I don't know what it was. Anyway, I left there, and I went back to the first place that I went to. I don't remember the name of that guy, but anyway, he had a bunch of hemlock sitting there, and he said that would be the next best thing to having cedar, so I took his advice. I don't really know anything about hemlock, whatever. So I filled up my trailer for $5, and I'm on my way back now. It's 1:16. Dogs have been there by themselves for, 3 hours now. So I'm going to load up the ATV with wood, take it into the bridge, and then I'll keep going to the cabin and let the dogs up for a bit, and then I'll come back and keep hauling more wood Well, that's what we got for the first load. This stuff doesn't stack very nicely, but I think I got it on there pretty tight. So, we'll see. Luckily, I'm only going as far as the bridge, which is the easiest part. It's between the bridge and my cabin. It's the tough haul. I know it. So, still a little play in those shocks, which is good because I still got to get on there. My 200 pounds. Got my 2 water containers on there as well. Big load. Let's give her. So this is what happens when I leave them alone for a few hours. Chewed up a roll of toilet paper and a package of incense got tossed. Clever. And here's the culprit. Know her well. I don't think I'm going to cover it tonight. I think if it rains, it'll be doing me a favor. Last time I drove out of here, I drive right through this little space here. And as you can see, I accidentally caught this flap. Ripped the cord right off that one. And the hook off of that one. So, I'll have to see if I can fix that. That one's okay. That's annoying. Holy shit, guys. Look at what kind of day it just turned into. Who likes sunlight? Who likes sunlight? You guys like sunlight? Oh yeah. What a beauty. So I got one over here eating snow, dirty snow, and one over here eating grass. That's clever. I see an errant beer can. What a gorgeous day out here. Wow, it's like it went from completely overcast to just a few clouds in the sky within like a few minutes. Absolutely gorgeous. I could take my coat off right now and stand in the sun. It's so warm. Very nice. What do you girls think? Guys, the sun is shining. Beautiful day out there. And it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Yeah, where's my cup? Ah, my cup should be outside. I haven't done any dishes lately because I don't have any water. Well, I have a little bit, but actually I just brought in 2 new jugs, so we're good for water. But that's my excuse for not doing dishes. And we can have a beer. I should really get started on dinner because all I've had to eat all day long is that one little piece of pizza, that one little slice. But I'm going to enjoy this day for just a tad first. Cheers. There was one little piece of treat left, and Junebug got it, and she went right to that spot. And she's been there in the last 5 minutes. I guess she's just finished. Just chewing it there. I guess she felt safe from this girl. Hey, now what are you doing? Junebug, leave it. Good girl. Now this is what chilling at the cabin is all about. Ah, there are new clouds. Leave it, Willow. Stay with Daddy. Are we crying? Excuse me. I've been using this table as my fridge. No animals come up here, so what the hell? But my fridge is now in the sun. I should move some stuff. Have some Caesars later, yeah. Pop out of the way. Well, I'm getting in the ice anyway. My beer. My buddy Ray was telling me how when he was in the military, hard-boiled eggs were a big thing. Because you could just stick one in your pocket and eat it wherever on the go. Come on. Seriously. No, go away. Not so easy eating here with 2 scavengers all over me. First time using the sunglasses here in a very long time. Still getting some sun at the moment, but I can see cloud cover moving in again. So, might have been really short-lived. Anyway, I'm going to get started on dinner. it's time for awesome Caesar. "20 after 6, and the sun's still out. It's like the clouds were moving in for a while, and then it's still hazy. Like there's just like a light haze cloud, but the sun is still shining through. It's really nice. Just a nice evening. It annoys me that I have to start a fire and then do dishes, but what can you do? I wonder if I could get Mott's Clamato to sponsor my videos. Wouldn't that be funny? Sponsor my Caesar drinking. Those are good. You don't gotta pay me to like these. Mott's Clamato, if you're watching. Just send me some free samples. Well, the rum drinking glass is out. And so is the rum. Could probably use a really good cleaning, but my theory is rum will also clean it. Almost like a magic trick. Now, you didn't see that. Just wish I had my ice cubes. Excuse me, my ice balls. Ice balls. You know what I'm talking about. Guys, I'm not sure if you're keeping track, but this is number 5. 2 Lyman Lagers, 2 Caesars. Number 5. For you at home, I hope you're keeping up. Yeah. So I really like this. Doing this. This has kept me nice and warm for the last, I don't know, 30 minutes. But I need a way to I was tucking it in here, but it doesn't quite work. You can tuck up on the one side and then the other side doesn't quite fit. I need like a clasp or something. I gotta talk to my wife. Something to pin it right here. Safety pin even. Do I have any safety pins? Son number 2 was very briefly in the military. So we got this handy little sewing kit. Comes with a bunch of buttons, like of military type buttons, some sewing needles, and a hook one. I wonder if that's for sewing sutures, maybe. And there's a thimble and some thread. In this package there's some safety pins. And there's one, well, there's one big one. I'm gonna grab that. So proud of my son, Zach, for going into the military, even though his stay was only brief. He didn't finish his 3 years. For reasons I won't go into, but he was kind of, it wasn't very nice what happened to him. Anyway, very proud of him. And he wants to be in the reserves now, which would be awesome, but let's see, how am I going to do this here without killing myself? I'm not like a safety pin expert. I hope my juggler isn't anywhere around there. There we go. Well, what do you think? I mean, should be like way over there more. Try again. Kind of need somebody else to do this for me. Or maybe even a mirror. You see that? This is one of those things, it's kind of like shaving, you know, once you've done it 100 times, it's just easy. It's like, well, I don't know, but, you know, doing something backwards in a mirror for the first time is, oh, this is going to go right into my neck. That's still not much better. I don't know. What do you think? Whatever. Something a little more serious than that, but I'm ready for my close-up. Okay, I think what it is I need two. One right where I have it, and then one down here. That's what I'm thinking. Do I need a third one? Okay. I certainly don't feel like a king. Have I said how proud I am of my son Zach? Proud of all my kids, really. I don't mean to single them out. Okay, look at this. If this was like 2 pieces of wood, I would have put 10 fucking nails in this thing by now. And one way or another, they'd stay together. Unfortunately, I do not have 10 safety pins. Fortunately? Did I say unfortunately? Fortunately? If there are any kids watching this video, I do swear from time to time. I know you've heard it before. You probably hear it in the school grounds all the time. But just because you hear somebody else swear from time to time does not mean that you have to do it, alright? Make your own choices. Be the person you want to be, not the person somebody else is. I'm going back to this method. It'll stay like this for a bit. And I kind of feel like a superhero. That was stupid. And look, it came out. It's coming on to 9 o'clock. I've spent literally the last hour and a half talking to my wife on the cell phone and tented myself under this fleece blanket on the chaise here, just like all curled up underneath it, and I was quite warm doing that. And oh, I'm cold. And it's about time we warm this place up. Yeah. First things first, though. That was a real shit show. At some point, we stop keeping track of how many drinks we've had for decorum, or simply because we can't remember. I'm only drinking this much because I have lots to do tomorrow, and I can't give a shit. I want to like shout something like to the Batmobile or to the ATV mobile, or. But the reality is, I'm just gonna go sit in front of the fire. If I were to write country songs, I'd write country songs about my wife and how much I love her, which kind of goes against, country songs. It would be like a non-country song, or just not a country song altogether. So it would be like not country songs. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, if I were to write country songs, I would write non-country songs. I wouldn't write country songs if I had a choice to write country songs. That's the type of country song I would write. That's a fire. The dogs are out. Fire's going well. It's about 20 after 10. Not quite 20 after 10. And it's pretty warm in here right now. Nothing to complain about. Like 16 Celsius, about 62 Fahrenheit. So, whatever. I'm gonna sign off now and say I'm going to bed. Only because I could still do that right now. Later I may not be able to. So good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Yay! I have nothing to say. I don't know what to say. I was gonna say something about breakfast, maybe. I'm gonna think about that for a second. It's in the cooler. No, why would it be in the cooler? Where the fuck did I put it? I forgot to buy it? I forgot to buy it. I forgot to buy the fucking... I forgot to buy the mayo. Oh well. My other theory is that you don't make a rum and coke unless you've got a wine up. I can't. Where was I? It was. Yeah, my other theory. Yeah, I gotta get a lime wedge. Oh, fuck. Yep. It's gonna be a long night. Oh boy. Yeah. There's dinner making another appearance. Woo! Boy. You put your eye out, kid. I said stop counting. I don't know what that is. 8? I'm sure the autopsy will confirm it. Here we have Willow. And here we have Junebug, nuzzled up to Willow's butt. Yeah. Good work, girls. Way to make use of that couch.